Good morning, everyone. Please join me to thank the Almighty God for the gift of life and for keeping us hale and healthy to be able to come here today to witness the August event for commemorating the first World Kiswahili Language Day. On behalf of the people and government of the United Republic of Tanzania, as well as members of staff of the Tanzania High Commission in Nigeria, I would like to extend a special welcome to our chief guest of honor, His Excellency Ambassador Paul Mpothe, High Commissioner Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Botswana to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, notwithstanding the demand on your time and the busy schedules, especially today, you accepted our invitation to join us today to grace the World Kiswahili Language Day inaugural celebration. We thank you very much. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa. Your presence here is an honor to the people and government of the Republic of Tanzania, East Africa, and the Southern African Development Community, SADC. May God bless you. As we say it in Kiswahili, Mungu akubariki. Chief guest of honor, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. In the same vein, I am deeply grateful to my colleagues, excellencies, ambassadors, and high commissioners, as well as their honorable spouses present for accepting our invitation to this event. Excellencies, your presence here today is highly valued and appreciated. Also, I am appreciative to members of the diplomatic corps in different capacities for finding time out of your busy schedules to join the Tanzania High Commission in celebrating the inaugural World Kiswahili Language Day, year 2022. You are all welcome and thank you very much. In Kiswahili we say, karibuni na asante sana. Feel at home, and in Kiswahili we say, jisikie nyumbani. The chief guest of honor, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst are 7 invited special guests who will kickstart and pave the way for the open dialogue conversations. I thank them very much for accepting to lead and show the way without any conditionality. As the world struggles to give Kiswahili a deserving status in the cultural diplomacy domain, a decision that undoubtedly is taking Kiswahili language to the new heights. I also thank in advance other special guests who will be invited shortly to deliver a goodwill message. I am also grateful to the representatives of the East African diaspora community working and living in ABUJA, and all our esteemed guests. Your presence here is a profound honor to the people and government of the United Republic of Tanzania, as well as its High Commission in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I say thank you for coming. Karibuni sana. The chief guest of honor, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as you may kindly be aware, Kiswahili is an indigenous African language of the Bantu linguistic group, and it is regarded as the language of the coastal communities of the East African countries, including Tanzania. Kiswahili is spoken by over 200 million people worldwide, particularly in Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa. Moreover, there are several media houses across the world that run Kiswahili language services. The most prominent being the Voice of America, British Broadcasting Corporation, Deutsche Welle, Radio France International, Voice of Nigeria, Radio Tehran, Radio Beijing, NHK World Radio Japan, United Nations Radio, and several other community FM radios stations across the world. The chief guest of honor, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, There are several higher learning institutions, particularly universities, which offer Kiswahili language studies globally, including those in the United States of America, Canada, Poland, Mexico, Russia, India, Australia, Libya, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, Ethiopia, China, Germany, United Kingdom, etc., etc. In the United States alone, about 100 universities offer Kiswahili studies, including but not limited to Harvard, Yale, Stanford, and Princeton. Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, so far, the High Commission of the United Republic of Tanzania in Nigeria has been able to facilitate the reinvigoration process of the moribund Kiswahili language program at the University of Port Harcourt. I am aware that a memorandum of understanding between the University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and the University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, has been completed. I was informed the day before yesterday that the memorandum of understanding will be signed in August this year in Dar es Salaam. Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, of recent, the University of Ibadan has shown interest to introduce Kiswahili studies at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Kiswahili teaching programs, which would be probably nested in its Department of Foreign and African Languages. Discussions are ongoing between the University of Dar es Salaam and the University of Ibadan to forge strategic partnerships, including bipartite collaboration in the teaching of Kiswahili. It is anticipated that a memorandum of understanding will be signed by November this year. In the same vein, Tanzania High Commission facilitated the revitalization of the relationship between the University of Dar es Salaam and the University of Ghana, Legon, where the teaching of Kiswahili has been ongoing for decades. At the moment, the new draft memorandum of understanding is being discussed for the final approval by the relevant authorities of the two universities in Ghana and Tanzania. The Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on 10th February 2022, the African Union Summit of Heads of State and Government, held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, approved and adopted Kiswahili as an official working language of the Union and its institutions. Kiswahili is also the working language of the Southern African Development Community SADC and the East African Community EAC. Moreover, on the 23rd of November 2021, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, member states at its 41st session, Paris 2021, declared the 7th July of each year with effect from year 2022 as World Kiswahili Language Day. The Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the UNESCO declaration emanated from the fact that Kiswahili is the most widely spoken language on the African continent, and it is among the 10 most widely spoken languages in the world today. The 7th of July was particularly selected to be the World Kiswahili Language Day on the basis of the fact that on that day in 1954, the late Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, the father of the United Republic of Tanzania and the true son of Africa, made a bold decision to communicate the decolonization messages in Kiswahili. In that light, Kiswahili was able to unite Tanzanians to support the Nationalist Party, Tanganyika African National Union, TANU by then, which led the country to independence in December 1961. The Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at the level of the High Commission, The inauguration celebration of the World Kiswahili Language Day 2022 revolves around the theme Kiswahili language for the promotion and the consolidation of African integration. Under this banner is the open dialogue, which is nested in the theme. The interactive and inclusive open dialogue is intended to create an avenue for sharing knowledge and experience on 5 mutually supportive areas. Number 1, the contribution of Kiswahili in African liberation struggles. Number 2, the role of Kiswahili for sustainable nation building, experience from Tanzania. Number 3, the strategic place of Kiswahili for realizing the objectives of Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. Number 4, experiences and challenges in teaching Kiswahili as a foreign language in West African educational establishments. And lastly, experience and challenges of broadcasting in Kiswahili in West African media houses, experiences of the Voice of Nigeria, VON. The Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst, 7 respected personalities will, by way of question and the answers, share briefly their insights on the 5 areas related to Kiswahili as a vehicle for communication. The discussion panel for the open dialogue will feature 2 most respected and experienced diplomats of international standing. Secondly, it will feature 2 seasoned academicians from the universities of Ghana and Port Harcourt, and 1 Ghanaian education establishment, and 1 veteran broadcaster of Kiswahili service, Voice of Nigeria, as well as 1 responsible and patriotic Tanzanian. On the tail end of the open dialogue, our 3 special invited guests will be invited to say a word or two regarding their perspectives on Kiswahili language, both as a language for African integration and as a language for internationalization or globalization. These are Professor Oluyemis Bangbose, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Deputy Vice Chancellor responsible for research, innovation, and strategic partnerships, University of Ibadan, and Professor Clifford Obiyo Furum, Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, University of Ibadan, and Mrs. Uduak Etokowo, Director Corporate Services, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC. Moreover, we will seize the opportunity on the tail end of the celebration to request with honor, the Chief Guest of Honor, to award the certificates of participation to the first special group comprising of 10 members of staff of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council who successfully participated in special Kiswahili classes for 6 months. The High Commission will also present the ambassadorial plaque to Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC, for being a pioneer state institution of the federal government of Nigeria to grant its staff the opportunity to learn Kiswahili. The Chief Guest of Honor, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want my welcoming remarks to turn into a lecture. This is not a lecture theater, but simply the host's remarks to usher in the beginning of the Kiswahili Language Day inauguration celebration. But once again, my colleagues and I are thrilled by your response to our invitation. We value your presence and cooperation. We love you all. Tunawapenda sana na karibuni sana, and that is the end of my welcome remarks. Thank you very much.